Hello everyone and welcome back to Reddit Reads, and this one reads, am I the a-hole because I didn't take a coworker to the airport? It's already labelled as not the a-hole. Just started a new job working 3 weeks on and 3 weeks off. This is my first time working for 3 weeks straight. I live around 2 hours from the job while my coworkers could be anywhere in the US, so most of them fly in. About a week and a half, a guy I never met joins the crew. He was a chain smoker. At the end of the 3 weeks, I was asked if I could drop him off at the airport because he knew I drove to the location. I told him no, I couldn't, and walked to my car and left. The reason why I didn't want to was because he smelled like cigarettes and cigars, and I didn't want my car to smell like that. And also, I don't want to be known as the guy who takes people to the airport before I leave. Now I heard that people know I didn't drop him off, and he doesn't like me. I feel like I had the right to refuse to drop him off, but am I the a-hole? Edit. Thanks to everyone who commented. I feel much better in my decision and set the boundary and not let it turn into a nightmare like has done to others. Once you do something nice, it's just expected. Honestly, that's the first thing that I was gonna say. The fact that he instantly doesn't like you because some guy that you hardly know said no to dropping you off at the airport, red flag. Like, what? You hardly know this person and you expected them to drop you off at the airport, and now you just don't like them. Did you make any attempt to get to know them? I don't know. I assume they would have said that. About a week and a half in, they joined. So it was only a week and a half. Hello? So you instantly don't like the person that said no to dropping you off after only knowing them for a week and a half. Honestly, fair play, because I hate the smell of cigarettes. They stink. Smoke stinks, vapes stink. I don't like it. So this is fair. I'm yeah, I can understand this. Because cigarette smoke as well, now I'm not saying they're gonna smoke inside the car, but it clings to everything. It clings to clothes. And then as soon as you sit down, that thing is gonna stink as well. It clings. Not the a-hole if it's a real company that can pay for an Uber. Can't smoke in an Uber, I'm guessing that's why he wanted to lift. Ooh, maybe, yeah. Not the a-hole, it's not part of your job and you barely know him. Why should he be your responsibility? Exactly. Not the a-hole, smoke is reason enough, although even without that, I would still refuse since he was a stranger. Again, exactly. Not the a-hole, that smoke smell seriously makes me sick to my stomach. Also, it's ridiculous to ask a perfect stranger to drive you anywhere, coworker or not. Was your drive to the airport the 2 hours? Because hell no. Not that it changes my vote either way, but I'm curious to what level the audacity rose. It's a 30-minute detour. With traffic, I have no clue and didn't want to start being the guy who takes people to the airport. Yeah, that's fair. Not the a-hole. The smoking issue aside, I had a former coworker who had to take the bus who lived near me. She asked me if I could drive her home a couple days a week and I agreed. It turned into a nightmare. She stopped buying bus passes and expected me to be her after work drop off. Even after our shifts changed, a couple times a week was fine, but the guy who you're describing would definitely expect it each time you and him were there. Not the a-hole. Why can't the company comp a ride or driving parking expenses? They do comp travel, he just didn't want to pay an Uber. So he was literally trying to get a free ride. Okay. Unless that's part of your job, you should not be expected to chauffeur co-workers around. Any reason why they asked you, not someone else? Even if you go in that direction, you might have other plans. Probably because I was the only one they knew that had a car in that moment. They could have easily just called an Uber, as if I was in that situation. So everybody's saying, not the a-hole, basically. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. Smoke clings. You had no idea if they were gonna just smoke in the car. And yeah, you could then have become that guy who was willing to give lifts to people, you know? And by the sounds of it, they were literally looking for a free ride, and that's and it was a detour as well, which is even more So yeah, not the a-hole, absolutely. It might be awkward at work or anything now, but honestly, if you just keep your head down or away from them, probably won't even matter. Hopefully, if they don't kick up a fuss about it or anything. But yeah, I'm on your side for that one. What are your thoughts and opinions on this one? As always, I hope you have enjoyed watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.